All right, I say it on this program all the time. Mom and pop businesses are the backbone of our economy, period. More than a third of these small businesses are still closed today because of the pandemic, and that's according to the Economic Tracker Opportunity Insights. My next guest found a way to thrive during the pandemic, not because he had a death wish, but because he saw an opportunity. Please welcome to the show pitmaster and owner of Tennessee Rebel, Josh Gilreath. Josh, thanks for joining the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so a brief background. I know that this was something you always wanted to do maybe, but you got off in...
Actually, it was kind of on a little bit of a whim.
Okay.
I've always enjoyed cooking, and the smoking thing, it actually started with a little $35 smoker. And I thought, let me give that a shot. Let me see how that goes. Didn't want to spend a lot of money getting into something that, wasn't necessarily going to pan out. Well, I got to doing it and really decided I really loved it. And then after that, I developed my spice rub because I got tired of using, stuff you buy off the grocery store shelves. And then little by little, I usually do all the cooking for all of our family holidays and stuff in the family. So I'm used to cooking for a crowd. And I decided I don't want to sell the spice rub. I want to sell the barbecue, do the whole package. So that being said, I came from a background in construction previously to barbecue. So I kind of did a whole 180 and literally decided to grab me a job waiting some tables at a local restaurant here in Nashville just to kind of learn a little bit about the industry. I had no clue. I'd never been in the food world before. So I did that. And little by little, I kind of learned everything I could learn, and kept doing barbecue for friends and family along the way. And then pretty much we're up to March of 2020 when the pandemic really shut down.
Bam.
And in the course of literally an afternoon, I went from opening the bar at the restaurant I was working on and waiting on guests to being like, hey, you've got to leave. We're closing early today. And that was it.
Right.
So, that really kind of determined me to figure out, okay, I got to make this barbecue thing work.
The time is
now.
now.
What do we do?
Yeah.
So I kind of packed up my bags, went down to Chattanooga, which is where my family's from. Spent a summer hanging out by the swimming pool, working on, just smoking, cooking food, and working on what I'm hopefully going to publish as a cookbook. And just kind of started thinking, how do we do this? And then what really kind of came to was I have a cousin down in Calhoun, Georgia, that has a carpet industry. And she kind of started something out of nothing. And they basically take carpet scraps and make area rugs and doormats and everything for Lowe's across the nation. So they kind of started a little bit of nothing, out of nothing. And I thought, hey, maybe we could get in with them. They like to do employee appreciation type luncheons. Maybe we could work with them to sell some barbecue and appreciate their employees, because employees are kind of hard to come by right now. So if you take care of them and appreciate them, they're likely to show back up to work tomorrow. So,
all right, do you see this at some point being in bricks and mortar, or do you see this, what do you want to do?
Yeah, brick and mortar is probably in our 5-year plan. That's just not been anything feasible right now because, restaurants are expensive, and then trying to deal with all the regulations. I get asked all the time, do I have a food truck? And the answer is kind of yes and no. We got a food trailer, but I don't follow all the same guidelines and regulations that food trucks do. Right. So I kind of went around some of those avenues.
How many people are you now? Just you, or do you have any helpers?
Well, it kind of depends on the day of the week.
Right.
It's me. My dad's been pretty instrumental in helping me, and I have a cousin that is really instrumental in helping me. And depending on what event we're working on, sometimes she employs her kids to come work with me, too.
If somebody wanted to see one of those events, would they go on Facebook or somewhere? How would they find where your next event is, where the trailer is going to be at next?
We could put it on Facebook. I try to do a lot through Instagram.
Okay, or Instagram, right?
And then,
I'm old. That shows my age. I'm not an Instagram.
Right, I'm still trying to figure it out myself, so I could be a lot better at it. But yeah, and then, obviously, give me a call. Ask where I am.
Well, that's good. That's why we had you on, because this is the backbone of America. Sure. 70% of America's small businesses just like yourself. And you pivoted. You became a realtor like in 2007 or 2008, like at the bottom of the market. You decided, this is my dream. This is what I want to do.
I picked the worst time.
You picked the worst time, and it's going to turn out to be the best time, because that's what we talk about on this show all the time. Small business, the way you just bootstrapped yourself up, and everybody should really take a moment out and take a look at that and think that's a great thing, and we're going to keep doing that for America. So I really appreciate you coming on, Josh. It's been fantastic to hear your story, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, time now to dial up the cow phone from Ben in Lexington, Oklahoma. Love your show. It is the only market show my wife will watch. Loved your segment on the China, Russia, and India's effect on the dollar. As good, if not the best analysis, current events and markets every day on TV. Keep up the good work. Ben, that's about the highest compliment you could give. My staff and I were blown away when we read that. Thank you very much. All right, here's from Joe and Brock in Portage, Indiana. Hey, Scott, we love your show. Very informative, and we like your perspectives. We watch the show every day during lunch. We also enjoy your guest commentaries, especially Tom Safi. Well, Joe and Brock, thanks for your comments. I don't know if you know this, but I have a house in Portage, Indiana. So keep watching, and remember, the cow guy says, eat more chicken. And finally, from Gerald in Southern Illinois, your show is the best. Watch every day. However, I don't multitask very good, LOL. When you have interviews, side pictures distract me. Looking forward to when you have an hour-long show. Gerald, unfortunately, this is television where words, sound, and pictures matter. We use all three because we can, okay? So shoot me a text. The number's on the screen, 615-983-9681. That's 615-983-9681. Feel free to leave your name and state, and don't hold back. Let me know the good, the bad, and the ugly. I look forward to hearing from you. And again, that number is 615-983-9681. All right, folks, this has been the Cow Guy Close. The markets are now closed, but I just wanted to make sure that we brought to you the real stories of the day. Keep in mind, we don't want to punish our great businesses and those big leaders, and we also want to exalt the smaller businesses like we just had on today with Tennessee Rebel. So keep those things in mind. That's what we're here for. We're here for the small guy, the mom and pop shop. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm Scott Shelley, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. I'll see you again tomorrow.